Amelia Bedelia makes a friend. Amelia Bedelia was lucky. Her best friend lived right next door. Hello, Jen, said Amelia Bedelia. Hi, Amelia Bedelia, said Jen. Amelia Bedelia and Jen were used to seeing each other almost every day. Amelia Bedelia and Jen had been friends since they were babies. They baked together, they dressed up together, they played music together, they went to school together. They did everything together. Amelia Bedelia even showed Jen how to ball. It's amazing, said Amelia Bedelia's mother. They play so well together. They sure do, said Jen's mother, even though they are as different as nights and day. Then one day, Jane and her parents moved away. Even though Amelia Bedelia knew the day was coming, and even though she knew Jane was moving to a new house in a new town, she was very sad. Her parents were sad too. Amelia Bedelia missed Jane. She missed Jane every day. She missed Jane more than anything. She wished Jane would come back. One morning, a moving van pulled up to Jane's old house. Amelia Bedelia and her mother rushed outside. Did Jane come back? Asked Amelia. I don't think so, said Amelia Bedelia's mother. We must have new neighbors. While Amelia Bedelia's mother worked in the kitchen, Amelia Bedelia sat at the table and drew pictures. Amelia Bedelia's mother watched the movers through the window as they moved boxes and furniture into Jane's old house. Oh, look, she said, I see a fancy footstool. Amelia Bedelia did not look. She just wanted Jane back. Look, said Amelia Bedelia's mother, I see a coffee table. Amelia Bedelia still did not look. She just kept drawing. Amelia Bedelia's mother said, I see some big armchairs. A few minutes later, she said, I see a love seat. Amelia Bedelia kept right on drawing. I see a twin bed, said her mother. Finally, Amelia Bedelia looked at Jane's house. She could not help herself. Then she looked at her drawing. Our new neighbor sounds strange, she said. That night, Amelia Bedelia told her dad about the new neighbors. She showed him her drawing. He absolutely loved them. Amazing, her dad said with a smile. I hope they have a pool table. The next morning, Amelia Bedelia and her mother baked blueberry muffins. Amelia Bedelia loved to bake, especially with her mother. The muffin looked delicious. Amelia Bedelia and her mother put the muffin in a pretty basket and took them to next door. A lady opened the door. Hello there, she said. My name is Mrs. Adams. You must be my new neighbor. No, said Amelia Bedelia. We already live here. We live over there in our house. You are my new neighbor. You know, said Mrs. Adams, I think both of us are right. How wonderful. Do come in. Mrs. Adams said, what smells so good? My mom does, said Amelia Bedelia. I don't wear perfume yet. Amelia Bedelia looked around. Jane's house looked so different. It was not at all like she remembered it. Every room was full of boxes. Welcome to my mess, said Mrs. Adams. I will be living out of the box for a while. That sounds fun to Amelia Bedelia. She would love to live in a box. Are the twins already in their bed? Asked Amelia Bedelia. My goodness, said Mrs. Adams. You certainly have sharp eyes. Amelia Bedelia hoped that was good, even though it sounded a little dangerous. My twin grandchildren will visit today, said Mrs. Adams, and I could not wait. Their names are Mary and Mattie. When the twins visited that afternoon, Mrs. Adams introduced them to Amelia Bedelia. Our grandma is lots of fun, they told Amelia Bedelia. They were right. It was great to have fun right next door again. Amelia Bedelia and Mrs. Adam baked together, they dress up together, they play music together, they did all kinds of fantastic things together. They have so much fun together, said Amelia Bedelia's father. They sure do, said Amelia Bedelia's mother, even though they are as different as night and day. One day Jane came back to visit. Amelia Bedelia was so happy to see her again. Mrs. Adam took both girls to a real bowling alley. This is best day ever, said Amelia Bedelia. I have a best old friend and a best new friend. We are three best friends together.